Tyra, go hard.
You're now tuned in to TroyTV.
Yeah, so it's nice to connect with you. We had plans to do something before the pandemic hit. Then that shit hit and,
Threw us off a little bit.
Yeah, that threw us off a little bit, but now we here. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Give them a little background.
Hello. I'm Tyra Go Hard. Represent Des Moines, Iowa to the fullest. West Side Rays, in the bricks, Jefferson, Modi, Meredith, Hoover. We is literally deuce. We is all over this motherfucker for real. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I represent my city to the fullest. I don't know if I already said that. I'm really passionate and just trying to do something different and bring some light to our community.
We're here at your shop. You want to talk a little bit about what you got going on here?
Yeah, Tyra's Old School Feel is a talent management company. It's a little different than your traditional talent management company because we're not limiting what we call talent. We got a host of comedians, we got actors, cooks, critics, anything that you're good at there's a spot for you at Eye on the Prize Productions. And up under Eye on the Prize Productions, it's an umbrella company and we got multiple chains branching off. Tyra's Old School Feel, we got child care services, we got real estate services, we got transport services, you name it, we do it all. But Tyra's Old School Feel happens to be the talent management portion of the company. And here we just really want to create a platform for local talents to be able to showcase their talents. The bottom line of my business plan is to create jobs and make dreams come true. That's really just what it is. Here lately we've been hosting Sip and Paints. We got a salad bar coming soon. And we want to, branch off into bigger promotions and start doing concerts and just really putting on for the city. Me, I'm an artist myself, and I realized how hard it was for me to try to get my music off the ground. And, just the way that with the industry fluctuating so much, I had to get real creative in how I was going to achieve that goal. So I'm literally starting from the ground up. And in the process of me building my own career, I'm going to be able to bring other careers with me. Those that fuck with me, keep fucking with me because we definitely going to the top, but it's going to take us to build up this pyramid together versus, skipping steps and trying to do it all by myself. So that's really where I'm at with it.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay, so how long the business been open now?
We've been here for going on 2 years. It'll be 2 years in September. My company has actually been registered since about 2006, but there was a lot of preliminary stuff that I had to do as far as, getting my master's degree in business and a lot of life lessons that I had to learn before I was actually able to even get here. And, this is definitely not the end. It's still in the very, very beginning stages. But we're definitely making strides and moving forward, and just pretty much running our own race.
So you said it's been about 2 years, so about right when the pandemic started.
Yeah.
That's when you got started with everything?
Yeah, when they started dumping out all them loans and shit. Because I had businesses before, but, I submitted, real numbers. And so, it was a small business. So I got small loans and then they just pretty much made it to where you had to spend the money right away. Now, if I was able to save it and stack it, I feel like I could have came out a little bit stronger. But being that I'm only getting little bits at a time and I got a certain amount of time to use them, this is what we got. And I'm very proud to be here.
Yeah, that's what's up. So how do people get in touch with you if they're trying to get represented?
I'm on Facebook, Tyra Go Hard on Facebook, the official Tyra Go Hard on Instagram, and Tyra Go Hard on Snapchat. But yeah, either Facebook or Instagram.
And how long you been making music?
Oh man, I've been making music since I was a youngster. It's just embedded in me from, playing multiple musical instruments and just really loving the stage and the spotlight. And I really like to be an inspiration and really inspire other people to be who they are, you know what I'm saying? My friends would label me a nurturer, a good friend, a loving person, an understanding person, and a safe place, you know what I'm saying? Whether strangers or not, I pride myself on just being that go-to person that is going to have your back, is going to offer you some honest advice. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give it to you straightforward, but, you know, it's not going to be in a hurtful or demeaning manner, you know. This movement, it started years ago, you know. I grew up in the church, wasn't really allowed to listen to rap music. And then I say around the 4th or 5th grade, I got a hold of some Tupac, and it just made sense. You know, the stuff that he was speaking, that's my biggest inspiration, Tupac Shakur. You know, it just made sense, you know, and I was going through a lot at home. I'm the oldest of 7 kids. So, you know, writing, I started out writing. It went from poetry as a way to express myself, and then my poetry turned into lyrics, on top of already being musically inclined, and that's pretty much where we are now.
Okay. You got any projects out now or any projects on the way?
We definitely, it's crazy because I have, you know, anything worth having is worth fighting for. You know, you're going to always have plenty of opportunities to get discouraged and to give up. I am approaching my 3rd time re-recording my whole mixtape, you know. So after recording it once and then recording it again, have to, you know, anybody be ready to throw in the towel. I mean, that's exhausting a lot of time, energy, and resources. I mean, sure enough, my production gets better and better as I go, but it's like the reasons that I'm having to record it is like people with their foot on my neck. You know what I'm saying? I'm running into bogus studios and bad producers. They losing my files. They don't want to give me my material. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot discouraging because it's like, what am I really doing? Like, am I going down the right road? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, whenever I hit rock bottom, you know, whenever I feel like giving up, you know, I always go back to my music. My music is my happy place, you know. So while, you know what I'm saying, I'm building a company, and while I'm keeping my hands involved in a lot of other things, it's all going into the bigger picture of me trying to get my music off the road. And I want to do it by myself, so I really just got to get that bag up, you know what I'm saying, so we can take the fuck out, you hear me?
Yeah, that's the best way. And so you say you got a studio coming in this space?
It's gonna be a recording studio because I just feel like that's gonna be the best way for me to really keep hold of my music. You know what I'm saying? Because the more I started learning in this industry, like a bad producer can really fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, somebody in Timbuktu blasting your joint, he done told you his computer crashed, he ain't got your files, and he done sold it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta be, hey, I don't know, but when you losing my music, I'm thinking the worst. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just really don't know. So, you know, I think that's gonna be my best move to really, you know, even with what I'm trying to do with building this company, you know what I'm saying? Just having a real thorough in-house studio, you know. Yeah, and so yeah, that's what we're working towards.
You have any artists that you're working with now?
Not necessarily, but I do these artist showcases, the Friday night lives, depending if it's Friday or Saturday night lives, and there's a host of you know, I bring all the local underground artists from the Des Moines area. I would like to branch off and have more artists come from other surrounding areas and really just take that event to a larger platform. I mean, because it's been growing since day one. The shows really do good. And you know, so I don't have anybody like up under me, but I got artists that fuck with me. So, and they be always down to work whenever I call them. They ready to come perform for me. So, you know what I'm saying? They definitely go on when I go. We going together.
So you do the events at this location?
I used to. Urbandale don't really like live entertainment. They don't like live entertainment right here. So with those, and like I said, that's why I'm getting ready to start doing concerts, you know, and just creating a bigger platform, not only for myself, but for my artists. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to hop around and dance in front of, you know what I'm saying, just show your local comrades, but you know, with the concerts, it's going to bring more people, you know, and bigger opportunities for you to meet people that can really take your career to the next level. So, yeah, so we going to take these Saturday Night Lives to the big stage.
Okay. And you mentioned Tupac being an inspiration. You have any other inspirations?
Tupac, Beyonce, she's just, you know what I'm saying, such an elegant woman. I feel like she's the baddest in the industry. You know, just a beautiful, natural, you know, just vibrant woman. So, you know, she inspires me too, just to, you know, be as beautiful as I can be. Tupac, who else? Anybody doing anything, pushing themselves forward, I'm inspired by you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how hard it is, number one, but if you doing better than me, you just gonna keep pushing me to, you know what I'm saying, want to reach that potential and even better. Like I said, I'm not in the race, but everybody out here really moving. I used to be inspired by the D-Boys. You know what I'm saying? They had all the brands. Honestly, you know, and I'm still inspired by the D-Boys, but you know what I'm saying, I had to take that inspiration, step up a notch, you know what I'm saying, because, I was a felon at 19 years old, you know, so trying to move like them kind of almost messed up my life, you know. In actuality, my felony saved my life because it changed my life, so.
And what would you say to anybody else following in those footsteps that see other people living in that life and might be inspired to go and do that?
Just run your own race. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody persuade you, you know, away from your goals. You got to set your goal and you got to stay focused, because it's so easy to get off track. You know what I'm saying? One impulsive move could change your life, but that's you trying to keep up with the Joneses. When you in your own lane and you running your own race, can't nobody push you further. Just, you know, dare to be different. You know what I'm saying? Dare to be different. Don't pressure yourself too much about what other people are doing. Like, use that as a motivation to keep going, but don't let it apply too much pressure to where now you making the wrong moves just to try to keep up with them. Run your race, be inspired, but still run your own race.
Yeah, that's important, especially with social media and stuff. You know, raising kids, they see people doing this and that, and they ain't even really living like that.
Exactly. Yep. They only show the good, and I think that's another thing. Like on my Tyra Go Hard page, I'm so like rough around the edges on that page, because I think people need to see more real. You know what I'm saying? I don't just post the good on there. I post the bad. I talk about myself in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? I joke. I get professional. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really just me. And I think that just comes from a long time of, you know what I'm saying, people always trying to break you down and take away from you. You know, this world will chew you up and spit you out if you ain't prepared, you know. And I just feel like I'm built to last, you know, because I done been through a lot, you know. Family, friends, lovers, employers, you know what I'm saying, just society as a whole. If you really gotta have tough skin out here and not be easily offended, because there's always gonna be opportunities to be offended. There's always gonna be opportunities for your feelings to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that's what people's motives is, but hurt people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people ain't dealing with their mental health. A lot of people ain't dealing with their past issues. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing they know how to do is keep you where they are. You're gonna have to shake a few people, you know. And another big lesson that I learned in life is to, you know, not be so attached to people. You know what I'm saying? And that's, my family was my biggest like attachment and holdback. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm loyal to them just on the strength of who they are, but the whole time I wasn't getting that same love in return. So once I realized that I'm going to fuck with those who fuck with me, and a lot of them people wasn't my family, it taught me a valuable lesson, but I was able to move forward. Right. I wasn't bound. I wasn't held back anymore, because shit, I give a damn about those that give a damn about me. And that's just really what it boils down to.
Yeah, that's like you said, showing both the good and the bad. That's going to make people relate to you, because everybody going through something, whether they want to admit it or not. And at the same time, can't nobody use nothing against you.
Right. It's out there. It's out there. Like, what? Say what to who? And who gonna do something? You know what I'm saying? I'm thoroughly self-employed. You know, sometimes I'm proud about that. Sometimes I'm like, bitch, you need to take your ass to work. Like, you ain't built for this shit. You know what I'm saying? When them ends start getting a little scarce. But, you know, it took me a long time to get here, because corporate America I was never satisfied, you know. I got a master's degree. I'm getting overlooked for positions. I got people that ain't qualified for positions telling me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a whole big mess, and I could not wait to get out of corporate America. It didn't happen overnight. It took me probably 10, 12, 15 years before I really got myself to a point where I'm not clocking in for nobody. I'm definitely blessed to be able to do that. I'm not taking away from nothing, from nobody that do have to go to work, because trust me, if the shit gets dirty out here, I will take my ass back to work. That's just on that. I'm really humble, but I just thank the Lord that he's allowing me to live my life the way that I want to. It ain't happening as fast as I want to, but it's definitely happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing like knowing that any moment this shit could take off.
And I feel it, man. But you know what? I felt that any moment, you know, ever since like junior high school, I felt like my moment was right around the corner. And so at this point, I know it's right around the corner because this 20 years later, but you know, you just really know. And I think that's going to be a wow factor. I think my thing is like, and I think my title really is overnight celebrity, because I honestly feel in my heart, all I got to do is drop that one hit. Drop that one hit and it's gonna be over with. You know what I'm saying? But that's really gonna come with me finding me a fire ass producer, and once we drop that banger.
So all the producers hit her up.
Yeah, definitely. Producers hit me up, let's work. Managers hit me up, let's work. Like, I'm ready to work. I'll go. If there's somewhere I need to be for the bag, I'ma go. Like, you can count on me, you can depend on me, I'ma be there. And I don't work for nobody, so I can literally, you know what I'm saying, hop on a whim. You know what I'm saying? It just got to make sense.
So who's your top 3 artists in the city?
In the city? Ooh, damn, okay. He didn't put, okay, you know, SB Vocals, he's hot. I fuck with SB. I just met T-Bear and Way West, and they hot. Let me see, who else? Who else do I absolutely love in the city that's really, really working? I mean, I got a couple of homies that's hot. They just ain't putting their money where their mouth is. They just want to talk about it. I'm tired of having them kind of conversations, man. Let's really do something. Shit, let's get this real money. Let's really do it. But a third one, I'm trying to think if I know any females. I like Colo Chanel. I do like her. I like her music, and I like her energy. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna have to stop right there.
Okay, yeah, that's a good list. You got any plans to do any videos soon, anything like that?
Yes, of course. I really just want to get this. I want to get some quality music out the studio before I do a video. But yeah, so yeah, I plan on really, you know what I'm saying, I really want to take the video to the next level, the music to the next level. I'm just really trying to get my content together, because once I got me a portfolio, that's another thing that's just gonna push, you know what I'm saying? I'll have something to push. Like, I've been making songs. I ain't really put together no solid project, you know what I'm saying? I toggle back and forth from mixtape to album. And I know the album is really where it's at, but I want to do the mixtape because I can get that done a little bit faster. It's more lucrative to just test the waters and see how things go, and then go from there.
What are your plans for the future? What are your goals? If this was to take off, what's the first thing that you would do?
My music to take off? Just, you know what I'm saying, continue to build this company. You know, because I mean, the way the industry's so crazy now, and I still could be a lot ignorant, but it's like I want that life. I don't really want no major deal. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get a couple dollars and really invest it in my company and push other people's careers. I'm really, you know, working towards, like, it's on my bucket list to do this album and to get my name out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to happen. But at this point in life, I really just want to push everybody else. It's like I want to be the brains of the operation, pretty much. Like, I'm going to be driving this bus. Definitely got a vision.
So what's the most important thing you learned from the pandemic?
Life is short. Definitely got to be safe out here. Keep your loved ones close and safe. And even though everybody hated Trump, honestly, I saw more money fucking with Trump than I seen in my life, okay? Like, Trump really brought that back. It is crazy how something so horrible can turn out to be not so bad, you know? Yeah.
So who would you compare your music to? You know, it's like female artists a lot of times get put in a certain box. Like, you gotta be like Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B or whoever.
I'm a Tupac rap. I'm the female Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Because while I talk sexy, I really speak life. You know what I'm saying? Once y'all hear my lyrics and actually listen to my lyrics, that shit's gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking life, and I have to say I'll be a mixture of like Tupac, a little bit of Wheezy, you know, and if I had to go female, people, what is that old school rapper? People like people like she sound like Sister Soldier. I've heard that, you know, in little platforms where I hopped in. I really don't know that lady. I should probably look her up, but yeah, I'm inspired by all the 80s and 90s music and hip hop and rap, you know what I'm saying? But I say I'm like the female Tupac because I'm speaking that real, I'm speaking that raw, you know what I'm saying? I'm a natural rebel, you know what I'm saying? I literally buck all norms on purpose, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what you see is what you get. I'm not here to persuade you either way. You gonna love me or you gonna hate me, but pick a side. Yeah.
And you know, Tupac was real big into poetry. You do any poetry or anything like that?
I haven't wrote poetry in a long time. My poetry is we started out poetry and then we quickly went to music. But I still got all my writings, you know what I'm saying, from way back when. I got a bag probably this thick full of nothing but songs, poetry, drawings, you know what I'm saying? Everything I ever wrote, I still got it. So
yeah, I feel like that 80s, 90s style really relates to poetry. It's like you could just take the beat away and it is poetry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep, and I just, you know what I'm saying, it really just was, writing became an outlet for me to get some feelings and emotions that I wasn't really able to verbally express, you know, or when I found myself in times when I didn't have nobody to talk to, I would go to my pen and my pad because it made me feel better. It didn't talk back, it didn't put me down. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, anybody that's out there that don't really got nobody to talk to, don't feel like nobody understands them, put all your feelings and emotions down on paper. You never know what's going to turn into. It could turn into a new hobby, a new craft, but really it makes you feel better once you get that shit out. And then even if you just write it down, crumble it up and throw it away, you know what I'm saying? Get it out. Don't hold that stuff in. It makes you sick mentally, physically, you know what I'm saying? Life is too short, and that's another thing. Tyra's old school feel. The bottom line is, you know what I'm saying, back to a time when people had love and respect for one another. I believe that black people can congregate without the drama, without the bullshit, but it has to be regulated, you know what I'm saying? It starts at the top, you know what I'm saying? The owner, you know, it's like a trickle-down effect. If the owner or the person up top is an asshole, then everybody up under them is gonna be an asshole. If you got you a genuine, real, you know what I'm saying, thorough leader, then you really can't go wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There might be some people on the bottom that don't make it, but that foundation gonna be solid.
Right. I feel like that's hard in this city because there's not really like a...
It's not a support.
Yeah, there's not nobody at the top, and people are at the bottom. They want to fuck shit up.
Because they ain't got shit going on. Yeah, but you know what? Like, even though I do this for my community and I do this for my people, I'm not finna base my success off the support of them. We didn't did that, you know what I'm saying? And thoroughly failed. Every time you think my people gonna support me, it's a no-brainer. You fail, you flop. You know what I'm saying? Now you sitting back sick to your stomach because you done took a major L. But at this point in time in my life, I'm gonna go have to get my bag and then bring it back. You know what I'm saying? And never forget those that did, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate my few followers. I appreciate the few people I'll never forget them. You know what I'm saying? But in order to get to where we trying to go, we gonna need a little bit more than that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can only do so much, and I appreciate y'all doing what y'all doing. But to be great, we gotta branch off, and that's just, you know what I'm saying, that's just where I'm at with it.
Yeah, especially with the city, they never really recognize until you gone.
Yeah, but then you acting funny. And that's another thing, being the fact that I'm from here, like Des Moines, we're such a artsy culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so like musically inclined and artistic and creative. And for the most part, we all hustlers, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, haters too. You know what I'm saying? We got the good going for us, but then there's just a lot of hate, and it's like, it's not a competition. You know what I'm saying? We're not in competition with one another. We're in competition with this fucked up system. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's preaching to the choir at this point. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers could say that shit all day and know what it is and still do nothing about it. You know, but the last thing I want to do, what I'm really trying to do is keep our talent home. There's a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, like T-Boz is from here. One of them Slipknot characters is from Iowa. You know what I'm saying? We didn't had a couple celebrities blow up from here, you know what I'm saying? But they're not blowing up from here. You know what I'm saying? They going other places and doing that. And I'm just a firm believer that my music gonna take off right here from Des Moines, Iowa. There ain't no other place. I done been to big cities and shit, but you know, it's like, I don't like traffic. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being stuck in traffic for no long period of time. It makes me crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our crime rate is kind of low compared to other places, you know. I feel like I can raise my kids here and get an okay education, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why I love my city, you know, for all the good reasons.
Yeah, like there's producers that made it out of here, like Bangladesh.
Bangladesh,
You know, but once they get outside the city, they really don't come back because they was never really supported like that while they was here.
Exactly. Des Moines has a way of breaking you down so bad. Like like when you leave here, you feel so drained, you feel so empty, you don't ever want to look back. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like every other day, I contemplate leaving here. Like every other day, it's like, I'm done with this shit. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to stay true to how I got started. And that was the fact that I want to do it from here. I want to make that change and break that cycle because I believe it's possible. You know what I'm saying? I can still travel, but home is home. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to live anywhere else. You know, I don't want to be scared here, staying here just because I'm scared. But I feel safe at home. I know the city, I know the people, I know what you motherfuckers is capable of. You're familiar, but I understand why people leave and don't come back because I feel that pressure. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they just love to hate. You know what I'm saying? I feel like motherfuckers ain't gonna be happy until they get foot on your neck and keep you down. You know, but I'm not a bitch you could do that to. I'm like that fly at the barbecue. You can swat, swing, shoot, all that. I keep coming back. You heard me? I'm gonna keep coming back. Period. So I mean,
it will be good to be the first one to really make it out of here and come back and put on for the city, you know, and it is possible with the end.
Yeah, that's all you need. I just did a artist showcase. Rock Nation was there. Atlantic was there, and 808 Mafia was there. And I had to get at least 2 passes from the 3 judges to be able to advance to the championship round, and I got that. You know what I'm saying? I got that. The most advice that they gave me was work on the hook. I did it here. I was supposed to, listen, it was so crazy. I had to reschedule the audition like 3 times. I had it in Atlanta, got down there. That was the day that Kobe Bryant had passed away, and the Grammys was that same night, and then COVID happened, and then that was in Dallas that I had went to the one right before COVID, but I actually did this one virtual, and you know what I'm saying, there was some major record labels, like I know I got it in me, you know what I'm saying, but I want to be all the way ready. You know what I'm saying? I want my craft, and like after re-recording all my music and still not having a solid track, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, now I'm back in the studio spending more money for some songs that I didn't already recorded 3 times.
You got any shows coming up soon or hosting any events here?
Yeah, we've been doing Sip and Paints. Our first Sip and Paint, like my building was shut down for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that took a toll on me because I'm a single mom, and like I said, I'm self-employed, and I got 3 properties that I'm financially responsible for, and I wasn't able to make a dime in my space, you know, so it felt real good to actually do that, and it was real subtle and successful, so we gonna keep them coming, sipping paints once a month right here at Tyra's. We got VIP spaces available. If you got parties for 4 or more people, we can get you your own room for your crew. And then we just gonna build from there and do more interactive, fun events, because fun is the bottom line of my business plan. I believe that work is supposed to be fun, and so people that work with me and fuck with me, you gonna have fun. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short to be mad, miserable, and sad all the time. Like, live a little bit. Live a little bit. So yeah, we taking it slow, but we, you know what I'm saying, the sipping paints, and then we just gonna build from there. So be on the lookout for those once a month. I promote them on my page. I could do a little bit better, but they really just sell out, you know what I'm saying, after a couple posts. So that's why I don't promote too heavy, because I don't want to overbook. But yeah.
So you talked about catching a charge at 19. You want to talk about that situation at all, or?
You know, everything just happened for a reason. You know, like I said, I was moving way too fast. Left Des Moines as soon as I graduated, moved to Missouri. Now I'm out here, I'm boosting, I'm selling dope, I'm promoting, I'm working 3 jobs and going to school, I'm braiding her. Like, a bitch got endless streams of income, more money than I can handle. And it just really got to a point where, you know what I'm saying, at this point now I need me a gun for safety. And the moment I got serious about getting me one, that's when I got kicked in, and caught my case. And I just feel like that was the Lord saving my life, because honestly, you know, we just lived by different codes back then, and I would have been quick to pull it, you know, and then I was told, you pull that motherfucker, you got to use that motherfucker. But I'm such a lover, I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm going to use it, but I'm going to shoot you in your leg or something. I ain't going to kill you. But if I don't kill you, you going to come back and kill me. So, you know, it wasn't meant for me to really have one of them, you know. And I feel like at that point in time, with me being so young, I thought that my life was over. But really, I knew that I couldn't do no penitentiary time. I knew that jail wasn't for me. There wasn't shit I wanted to do in a penitentiary. Like, I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like being confined. I don't like eating that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? There just wasn't no place for me. So the fact that I was so devastated and I thought that was the end for me, I had to figure out a new route. And I quit everything cold turkey. Everything. I promised God, you know what I'm saying, you get me out this jam, I'll never sell dope again. And I meant that, you know. And so that's just where we at with it. Like I said, it was a struggle. You know what I'm saying? This, you know, but actually my felony, sometimes it held me back from stuff, but it haven't held me back from too much. You know what I'm saying? I was so blessed that I'm in jail on felony charges, and the judge was letting me out to go to school every day. Oh, yeah. That's unheard of. Yeah. That's how I know God's hands was all up in it. You know what I'm saying? All up in it. Every day I had to come back and squat and cough, which was humiliating, but I was still able to go to school. So I'm just really thankful for that. You know, the best advice I can get is I don't force and I don't resist. You know what I'm saying? I just go with the flow. Right. I'm really, really resilient. You know what I'm saying? Anything in life, relationships with people, career-wise, just anything. Don't force it and don't resist it. Yeah. You just gotta go with it. You know what I'm saying? And pray that it's for your good. But like I said, I had to go through that to get to where I'm at today, because I could have been a totally different person if the Lord didn't set me down. You know what I'm saying? He set me down to wake me up.
Yeah, and especially at a young age.
At a very young. That's why I'm like, I'm the type of person that anything I touch grows. I got growing hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be successful at anything I put my mind to, but that's not where I'm supposed to be. I was good at it.
So growing up, did you have anybody that told you, you know, you don't want to live this life or do these type of things?
No, I ain't really have a motherfucker tell me I don't want to live this life. I grew up around all hustlers and pimps. It's like I really didn't have a choice. I had to really figure it out, but I just always knew that I was destined for greatness. Like that has literally like been embedded in my psyche since birth. I've always been a leader. You know, my mama tells me stories like, you know what I'm saying, I took her to church at the age of 3. She said she had never taken me to church, never spoken God to me or nothing. She said she was high and drunk one night, and I came into the room where she was at 3 years old and said, Mama, get my stuff together, take me to church. And she said that next Sunday she took me to church, and that's where she spent the next 7 years of her life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely a chosen one. I know that the Lord got something great for me, you know, but I had to go through this boot camp to get there to prove that I'm worthy. I'm worthy, and I'm going to handle it with responsibility and care.
So you say you got kids. How old are they?
Ooh, I got a 11, 9, and 8-year-old. And that was another thing that saved my life too, because, you know, I went from 0 kids at 25, living my best life, to 3 kids in like 3.5 years. And, you know, I think I waited a little bit because I never really wanted to be a single mom.
Right.
And then I looked up and I was a single mom. You know, my baby daddy, R.I.P., he passed away in Florida on the job. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't understand. Lord, you know that was my biggest fear. Yeah. But, you know, I'm still here. My babies is well taken care of. And, yeah.
How do you manage them with social media and that type of stuff? Because I know me, myself, I got a 14-year-old and you can't keep her off TikTok.
I know these phones is, you know, it's not so, to me, it's not so much of what they watching, because, I mean, for the most part, they're always just watching dances and funny stuff. But I'm more worried about their eyes. Like, after staring at that phone, they gonna have some horrible eyes when it come down to it. Like, everybody gonna need bifocals. Like, what's it really doing to their pupils is what my main concern is. But no, I just keep them in extracurricular activities, you know, because see, back in our day, we was a little more free to run around the neighborhood and be at everybody's house, and wasn't nobody really monitoring what we was doing. And I'm a lot more tight on my kids. They can't go a lot of places. So to keep them sociable, I keep them in extracurricular activities and you know, opportunities to really just expand their horizons, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much how we do. I could be a little bit more attentive or at home more, but like I try to tell them that mommy's working hard now so that we can live better later, you know. So I really want to. I know they need you in their adolescent years, but I really want to be more focused in junior highs and high schools when all the peer pressures and the hormones and stuff kick in. So I feel like everybody. My daughter, she's going to junior high school next year, so time is really ticking. Time is really ticking for me to free up some more time for, you know what I'm saying, to be really active in that part of it. And you don't know how much time you got with your kids. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Once they hit 14, 15, 16, they got a mind of their own. And you know what I'm saying? I ran away a lot. You know, I ran away an awful lot. And I don't want to have to go through that with my babies. We 7 years old, and my sister was 7. I was probably like 10, but we from the Grub Y, anywhere from the Grub Y all the way to Oak Ridge. You know what I'm saying? Crossing the streets, no supervision, by ourselves with our friends, like. Oh my gosh, I could not imagine my baby running these streets by herself, you know. So it's just the world's different, so you got to raise them different, but keeping them involved and out of grown folks' faces, because these kids, they just think they your mama. For real.
Okay, yeah, you want to go ahead and shout out your socials?
Yeah, you can hit me up. Tyra Go Hard on Facebook, the official Tyra Go Hard on Instagram. Don't worry about Snapchat. That's for people that know me. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, just be on the lookout for upcoming events. New music is gonna drop. Old music, but new music for the third fucking time. I don't want to go there, but yeah, and yeah. So sky's the limit. Don't ever limit yourself. Don't let nobody else limit yourself, and dare to be different, and don't let nobody put you in no box, okay?
Make sure y'all stay tuned. We got more coming soon. We signing off. TroyTV.
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah. Mike, chicky, 1 2 1 2. Yes, your #1 source for hip-hop news. Hip-hop, I love hip-hop. This is TroyTV.